Majo John Madden, and I'm sitting in one of probably many Coppel stores in Cancun, Mexico. This one's right by the Audio Regional Bus Terminal. I want to make a little note, maybe not totally little, about not being certain about things. My old teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, used to encourage us not to be sure about things. And the object lesson he would give when he'd say, well, which way is up? And we'd all point up. To us, that was up. He'd say, our friends in China would not agree. And that has stuck with me. He hasn't been my teacher for about 25 years, but in many ways he still is, and he's been dead a couple of years. But that lesson has stuck with me, and I keep relearning it because every time I think I'm certain, I'm missing an important piece of information. I want to do it with specific regard to cashing money grabs. Now that's from the lofty to the very prosaic. But just in the last couple of days, I've had great examples of teaching examples about not being sure. The manager of my hostel, a good guy named Gaston, said, you can cash a MoneyGram at the Soriana grocery store, just our little local grocery store. And I said, well, OXXO is as close, and I have better luck at OXXO. And he says, I'd encourage you to do your grocery shopping at the Soriana and cash it there. So I got a little more ornery with him and said, I have actually never had success after several attempts cashing a MoneyGram at a Soriana store. He said, well, this one will, no problem. This one will be. I said, Soriana seems to want a book passport, and my passport doesn't work for them because it's just the card passport. Equally legal, but Electra's the same way, but the big Electra stores want a book passport. It's just their system. And he says, no, this one will work. And so I got a little irritated with him, and I said, I would encourage you to not be so sure about it. I'm not sure you're wrong, but I think you are wrong. So don't say it. Say maybe, say it might be worth a try. Don't say there won't be any problem, because you do not know that. And I know I offended him, but he needed to be offended at that point. And he was wrong. Same deal there. They wanted a book passport. I haven't had a chance to rub his nose in that, and I may not seek an opportunity. So this morning, I did not go to the Soriana. I went to the OXXO, where the day before, the woman, she may have been the assistant manager, did great. Had a little hiccup, went back. I told her, here's what you did wrong in that form, because I could see at the OXXO stores down here, I can see what they're doing. I said, here's what you put wrong in that form. Can you go back and try it again? And good on her that she did, and it worked. And the guy who I think is her manager was helping her at one point, but he didn't watch the whole thing. So it was him today, and he said, you've got the wrong number. And I said, have the wrong form. You're trying to put it in a Western Union form. They want 10 numbers. MoneyGram only has 8. So he backed out of that, but I never saw the MoneyGram. I don't think he got completely out of it, because when he tried again, he said that number doesn't work. And I said, I do not see MoneyGram anywhere there. I think it's still wanting 10 numbers. Can you back out of it entirely and go in again? Well, a woman is more likely to do that. A man's not going to yield to you. That's like drawing a line. He already said no. He's not going to back down from that. So I was mad. But I said, so let me put this another way. Your system is not working right now. Is that the deal? Is your system not working? And he said, yeah. He didn't mean it. He just still thought I had the wrong number. So just down the street was Coppel. They say Coppel down here. Coppel. On the recorded messages at the Coppel stores, they always say Coppel. But almost everywhere in Mexico, if you say Coppel, they say, what? And if you say Coppel, they say, oh, yeah. So I've been using Coppel stores for years. The whole year I've been in Mexico. It's my go-to. But in Orizaba, a month ago, I was having a lot of trouble with it, maybe 6 weeks ago. And I was just reminiscing. I made a video there that the one day, its system had been down for 4 days. And when one person couldn't explain to me that the system was still down, they brought out their sharpest, most beautiful assistant. Oh my God, she was tall, gorgeous, brilliant. And with the most toothy smile you could possibly see, she said, our system is probably going to be working again in 5 days. And she was so good. She was so good. All I could say was, you are really good. You are really good at what you do. And it turned out it wasn't up in 5 days. And now, like 6-8 weeks later, when I failed at the OXXO, I came down here. I said, okay, I hope their system's up. And the guy at the cash register it's a bank, you go to their bank, and he was saying no in some way I couldn't understand, and he wasn't trying to say it in other ways. Finally, the manager came over and pulled out his phone and showed me that their system is down for the foreseeable future, and you should go to OXXO or Soriana or Electra. I told him why those two wouldn't work for me. And hopefully, actually, the OXXO system is not down. I really need to get money to pay my hotel, and I want to move on to Playa del Carmen today. I may not be able to. If OXXO system is down, I don't think there's any English speakers around here. They look all Spanish. There's a lot of English speakers in this town. I have to be careful what I say. But I think I can say, oh, they moved anyway. So I might be fucked. I might be one more day in Cancun. I'd go to the beach. Yeah. All right. But I'm not sure about that. We'll see.